Welcome back to Dolor Factor Live. Well, time has really gone fast, and I really hope that you had the opportunity to call us if there was any questions that you had. And if you haven't, I know we have some questions here, which I know I will not have the time to go through them all, but we will answer them the best way and as quickly as we can. Now, just before we actually say our goodbyes, I always ask our guests if they have achieved what they wanted to achieve when they first came on to the show. Jamie, are you happy with our discussion tonight? And is there anything else that you perhaps would like to add that we haven't had the opportunity to discuss?
Well, most definitely. I have learned a lot, quite a lot. And I would like to add that as young people, we have to bridge that generation gap. Communication is key to many things. And just by speaking to each other, we learn to educate each other and gain wisdom. Speaking to the older folks and the younger persons like us, we get to bridge that gap and form that form of soul resonance within society. So if you have your partner, speak to your partner, get to know your partner, don't just bridge on your partner. Because by doing so, get to understand each other and build more stable relationships, develop yourself as a person, build more peace, more prosperity in your life. It's all about sex, it's fun. Who doesn't like sex? But think about it, there's more behind that. Because at the end of the day, well, guys, when you can't rise, ladies, when you don't feel like getting over anymore, you'll be feeling for something more. And that's love. And more, there's more. Is there anything more than love? I don't think so.
There's nothing nicer than making love with
Precisely,
the
I think
person
I
you
value
love
making love
and the
than
person
having
who
sex.
loves you.
That's right.
It's better to make love than have sex. That's the way I see it. Make love.
I think a bit of both, you know. I can't
Well,
go
often
miss.
you want that jungle and you want that little forest.
Well, for me, Delia, well, Jamie has said quite a bit and quite covered it up quite nicely. But for me, for us to really enjoy that gift that God has given to us, we have to be responsible. We have to be mature enough. We have to love each other truthfully. And we have not to take sex as a game, but take it as a gift that God has given to us, and let us enjoy to the best of our ability by, according to Jamie, communicating, by talking about it, because this is so intimate. So I hope that tonight that the young people with Jamie there got some insight into being responsible and not thinking that sex is a must when you are in a relationship as young as that. And I hope that the older people, when I say older people who are planning of getting married, people have, that they see that as a very wonderful thing that only God can give.
It's a privilege.
And it's a pity we couldn't talk about menopausal sex and all that. The time was too short. But people must know that even us older people, because they think that because, I'm retired, so everything is retired, but no.
Oh, no.
You tell them, Rose. You tell them.
older
And
the
you know
wine, the
what?
better
And you'll
it
be
tastes.
experiencing some even more of that in the next couple of weeks when you go to Ladera. There are no walls
When
in
I
the
go,
third
I
wall.
know when I go to Ladera,
Yes.
it's a relaxing evening for me. And the last thing I want to say, Delia, if you permit me, is that on Saturday evening,
This Saturday?
This Saturday, yes. There are some young people who will be going to Brazil next. I think in 2 weeks' time. There will be every 2 years. The Pope visits young people from all over the world in a particular country. This year is in Brazil, and so we're trying to raise funds to help the young people to go. And one of the activities we have is a father-daughter dance. And it was something that we had planned for Father's Day, but there were so many activities. So on Saturday night, a father-daughter's dance. We're starting from age 5. So from 5 years, it's from 7 to 11, so it's not very late. It's at the Grand. So we would really like fathers to come with their daughters. If you have, even though you have a married daughter, you can come with your married daughter, and the husband of the daughter will come with their daughter. If you have a granddaughter, you can come. An uncle can come with a niece, So we just invite. And if the wives want to come, they can bring their son.
It's
You know,
simple
it's a
and
family.
extraordinary.
It's a family
So
affair.
anyone who
Yeah.
you consider to be your father.
Yes.
Okay, great stuff. Well, I have to say I have not appreciated the sponsor more tonight than Paradise Water because we had a very hot topic which I think that we dealt with quite responsibly with a lot of education in there, and I hope that we've given our viewers a lot to think about. So I have to, before I say goodbye to both of you, we have just one final thing to do, but I want to give the results first, Rose, whilst you put your hand in the bag. It's time for me to actually give the result of our giveaway survey. And we asked you what turns you on more when you're feeling sexy. Now, 15% said they preferred a cologne or a perfume, a cologne or a perfume, 15, and 85% said they preferred a fresh and clean body. But of course, but Thea was actually saying to me that the other 15% were actually saying, well, we do like the clean body, but it would be nice to have the cologne after the clean body. So inside the bag this evening are names of everyone who participated, and one of them will receive a sexy gift. So Rose, do the honors. You've had enough time.
Ding, ding, ding.
Okay, Jamie, tell us who's just chosen, and they're going to get a really sexy gift.
Starts with an S, ends with a T.
Okay.
Should I say it?
Yeah.
Charlene Tobia, are you listening?
Okay.
Congratulations.
Charlene Tobia.
Tobia.
Okay, great. So she's going to get a lovely, sexy gift, and Thea will be in touch tomorrow. So I want to say thank you, both of you. The time has just flown.
Yes, it
And
has.
there's so much more to say and do with the subject, but you've made a great start. Thank you so much for being with us.
Pleasure.
And enjoy yourself, you and Mike,
Thank you.
at the dairy.
Thank you.
Good. Now, for our viewers, let me just remind you to please join Clinton Reynolds on Saturday night, okay, for the press club straight after the news, okay? And also after, well, not just after Saturday, there's some other things going on, like I said to you about the lecture that we're going to be dealing with. But I'm going to also say about next week what we're going to be doing, which is we're talking about health with a focus on physicians performing better teamwork. Now, did you know that St. Lucia, an oncologist, is hosting a conference here in St. Lucia where many of the world's finest oncologists will be in attendance? Well, it's happening in July, and Dr. Owen Gabriel will be here next week to tell us more about that. And as usual, we'll be showing you various forms of cancer and discussing prevention, treatments and maintenance. And he'll also explain the role of all the doctors likely to be part of a team when treating a cancer patient. And please don't forget the special lecture on fibroids and cervical cancer taking place on Thursday, the 11th of July at 4:30 p.m. at the Bay Gardens Beach Resort and Spa Conference Room with Dr. Troy Gatcliffe. It's free. Now, if you'd like to join us, yes, I'll be there before heading straight to DBS to do the show. So if you want to join us on that Thursday, send your contact details to info@dolorfactorlive.com. That's info@dolorfactorlive.com. And don't forget that Theo and I will be visiting some health organizations tomorrow. So if you see us, we can register you. Now, sex is what you make it in a relationship where both parties consent gladly. So ensure you feel comfortable enough with your partner to discuss your sexual pleasures. But in the wrong circumstances, if you don't like sex, you're in pain, or even worse, unwanted sex is forced upon you, you must do something about it. There is a law against a man raping his wife if she says no. With cases of HIV, AIDS and venereal diseases on the up, please enjoy sex responsibly. Why? Because Dolor Factor Live asked you to. On behalf of my guests, Rose Obertine, Jamie Dalsey, DBS, and the other Dolor Factor Live team, I'm Delia Dolor. Good night and God bless.